here it goes, right? So
Okay.
how many terms of the series amount to 65? So the series is -7, -5, -3, and it continues and it goes to 65. So amount to 65 means maybe he is talking about that the sum is 65, that how many terms of this series takes so that the sum is 65. A1 is -5, common difference is -5 and minus this, so -5 plus 7, so the common difference is 2. Okay, now the sum formula is n by 2, 2a1, n minus 1 times d. So n is, we want to know, Sn is 65 divided by 2. 2a1 is -7 plus n minus 1 times 2. Now 65 times 2 is 130, n is here -14 plus 2n minus 2. Furthermore, it is n 2n minus 16 equals to 130. Okay, so furthermore we can write it 2n square minus 16n minus 130 equals to 0. Furthermore, we can write it n square minus 8n minus 65. Now we want to find n, so we can apply the midterm break, like minus 13n plus 5n minus 65 equals to 0. So from here we can take out n minus 13 plus 5, so n minus 65 equals to 0. Sorry, here it will be 13. So furthermore we can take out this term and we left with n plus 5 equals to 0. So in that case, when the product of two terms equals to 0, so either first one is 0 or the second one is 0. So if n minus 13 is 0 or n plus 5 equals to 0, so from here we can get n equals to 13, and from here we can get n equals to -5. So now you will tell me which one is the right answer, n equals to 13 or n equals to -5. Can we have -5? Can we have any negative number?
No.
Okay.
Yes. Which
No.
one, which one is correct?
No, it has to be
It's 13.
Why not?
13.
Why not n equals to -5?
because n cannot be a number.
Very good. Very good. N cannot be a negative number, so
Hello?
Did it
n equals to.
disappear?
Sorry.
Wait, we cannot hear you.
How about now?
You dis. Yes.
Is that fine now?
Yeah.
Okay. So n equals to 13 is the right answer. Okay.
Yeah.
Any other question?
Yeah, I solved it with delta and x1 and x2. So my bad.
On the same pattern, you
Yeah, so when
So how do you choose which formula to use? Because I did wrong on this one.
you know, this is very important question. This is the technique you need to know, that which formula you need to use. Listen it very carefully. Listen it very carefully. This is very important question and you need to be careful about that. If you are given the sum, in that case you will use the sum formula. Like here if I talk about particularly question number 12, he was talking about that the how many terms amount to 65. It means that we are given the sum, that how many terms, if we how many terms should we add to get 65. Is that clear? So it means
Yeah.
that he is talking about sum, so we need to use sum formula, which is n by 2 2a1 plus n minus 1 times d. Why I am using this formula? Why not this sum formula, which is for geometric series? Because my series is an arithmetic series. This series is uh, this series is an arithmetic series. That is why I am using the sum formula of arithmetic series. If that would be a geometric series, in that case I will use the sum formula of geometric series. Is that clear? So if he talks about a particular term of a sequence, if he talks about particular term of a sequence, in that case we will use nth term formula, like an equals to a1 plus n minus 1 times d. If he says that, for example, I change the same problem, how many, what term number of the series is 65? Understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
I change the same problem and I change the language, that what term number of the series is 65. It means that I want to know the term number. So we say that 65 is nth term of that sequence. Then we write the sequence minus 5, minus 7, minus 5, minus 3, minus 1, and it continues. So what term number is 65? In that case, again, a1 is minus 7, common difference is minus 5 and minus 7, so common difference is 2.
No.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, two.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Disappeared a bit, but
okay,
yeah.
okay. So in that case, we will use that an equals to a1 plus n minus 1 times d. So an is 65, a1 is minus 7 plus n minus 1 times d. D is 2. So we can solve it for n. 65 plus 7 equals to 2n minus 2. 65 and 72 plus 2, 2n, 74, 2n. So n is 74 divided by 2, which is 37. So the 37th term of this sequence would be 65.
Misha, were you there last?
Oh, sorry, disconnected.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
So what? Yes, now we can.
How about now?
Yeah.
It's 36. No,
No,
it's sorry, 37. Yeah.
37. So 65 is
Yeah.
the 37th term of this sequence. So coming back to the question, like how do we know? Because when he is talking about a particular term, in that case, we use the nth term formula. And when we are given the sum of series, sum of sequence, in that case, we use the sum formula.
So the nth term formula is this an equals a1 plus n minus 1d.
Yeah, but this formula, you need to know when do we use this formula. This is important.
When do we use the other one, the geometric sum formula?
Who
Can you
can
give an
answer?
example?
Who can answer this question?
Geometric, when you have a geometric sequence. So when
Very
instead
good.
of having plus or each time, it would be multiplied or divided by something each time.
Yeah, when you are given geometric series, then we use.
So if you have a
So when the difference is not
common
plus or minus,
series,
but multiplication or division.
Sorry.
Is that clear?
If you have phrase,
Sorry, my internet's. I'm not sure. When it's not like plus or minus, but when it's like multiplication or division, right?
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, it was disconnected once again. I hope it
Hello?
will work properly onwards. Uh, is that clear? Any other question, please?
yes. I have many questions. Can we do number 9?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Number 9. Let me open number 9. Number 9 is quite similar to the one which we just did. In number 9, it says that determine whether minus 19 are the term of arithmetic series. So question number 9 is exactly like this. If you see here, he is talking about a particular term. He is not talking about sum. So we need to determine whether minus 19 is the term of this sequence. First of all, we need to see is it an arithmetic sequence or geometric sequence. For example, the sequence is 17, 13, 9, and so on. So we can see that this is an arithmetic sequence with common difference minus 4. So he is saying that is minus 19 determine whether is the term of this sequence or not. So this minus 19, if it is a term of this sequence, then it must be some term number, like 17 is A1, 13 is A2, 9 is A3. Similarly, minus 19 would be some term number. So in general, we call it that this is AN. So A1 is 17. Common difference is 13 minus 17, which is minus 4. So D is minus 4. AN is A1 plus N minus 1 times D, and AN is minus 19. A1 is 17 plus N is N minus 1. D is minus 4. So,
Sir, I can't see the screen.
sorry, I did not
Can't
share.
I can't see the screen. Are you?
I
No.
did share the screen.
It says you are sharing, but
Uh,
can you guys see it? I don't see it.
You should start sharing again.
how about now?
Yeah.
No, must be my. Let me rejoin.
Other students can see, or everybody cannot see my screen?
I can see it. I can see it.
Okay. No. Okay. So minus. Can you see now?
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I can see.
So any question up till here?
No.
Okay. So minus 19, and this minus 17 will go to the other side. It will become minus 4 and plus 4. So minus 19 and minus 17 is minus 70,
36.
36, and
Minus 30.
minus 4 and so minus 40. So minus 4n. So here n equals to 10. So minus 19 is the 10th term of the sequence. Is that clear? Determine whether minus 19 is the term number. And the second part of question number 9 is, yes,
Is the formula for AN the same in both geometric and arithmetic?
no.
Mm-mm.
Which one are we doing now? Sorry, it's connected.
For geometric, we have this formula.
And equals A1
That is
plus RT
and that is for the sum. This is for both formulas are for geometric sequence. Any more question?
These are for geometric.
Yeah, these
Okay, yes.
formulas are
Okay.
for geometric.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
For J, question J.
Question J.
I just couldn't find, I'm not the answer that I had. It was a geometric series and the power. I don't know how to.
I did question J yesterday.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I did question J. If you see in your notes which I shared yesterday, if you can see it,
Okay.
fundamental mathematics. I shared the image yesterday. But still, if you want me to solve, I can go over from question J as well.
I don't have to solve that one. Like, for example, I question for G. I can just look at the video if you, it's okay. I also have another question about question number G this time. Yeah.
An investor
And
earned these, question number G. An investor earned rupees 6,000 for 1980 and rupees 12,000 for year 1990 on a same investment. If his earnings have increased by the same amount each year, how much income he has received from the investment over the past 11 years? So in 1980s, part G, in 1980s, he earned 6,000. So that is his A1. Sorry, 60,000. Yeah, 6,000. And rupees 12,000 for year 1990 on the same investment. So from year 1980 to 1990, how many years? There are 11 years. If you count 80, 81, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 90. So 80, 81, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah. So there are 11 years on the same investment. If his earning has increased by the same amount each year, how much income he has received from the investment over the past 11 years? A1 is 6,000 and A11 is 12,000. If his earnings have increased by the same amount each year, how much income he has received from the investment over the past 11 years? So from here, is that arithmetic series or geometric series? Who can answer me? This is written in the question.
Is it arithmetic?
Why?
Because of the same amount each year.
Very good. Because the same amount is increasing every year. So it is an arithmetic series. So we need to find the sum. And for finding sum, we need D. So A11 equals to A1 plus 11 minus 1 times D. A11 is 12,000. A1 is 6,000 plus 10D. So it is 6,000 equals to 10D. So D is 600. A1 is 6,000. So how much amount he will earn over 11 years? So we need to find sum of 11. So it will become n by 2, 2a1, n minus 1 times d. So n is 11 by 2, 2a1 is 6000 plus n is 11 minus 1 times d. D is 600, so it is 5.5, 12,000 plus 6,000, which is 18,000. So 90 and 99,000. So S11 is he will earn 99,000 over this investment. Is that clear? Any question in this calculation, please?
I did it right.
Right.
I did it right.
Okay, that's good. That's very good. Any other
Yeah.
question?
Yes. Let's see here. Back to the numbers again.
Sorry?
Back to the numbers again.
Okay. Uh,
10.
Number 10, it says that find the sum of 31 terms of an arithmetic series whose fourth term is 7 and eighth term is 19. Whose fourth term, question number 10, find the sum of 31 terms. We need to find sum of 31 terms of arithmetic sequence whose fourth term is 7 and eighth term is 19. So to find the sum or nth term, we need to know common difference and the first term. So A4 is, for arithmetic sequence, is A1 plus 4 minus 1 times D. So A4 is 7. A1 is A1 plus 3 times D. We call it equation 1. And
Wait,
yes,
wait. How do you get the 4?
this A4,
Oh, the difference. Yeah. Yeah.
this is the
Yeah,
fourth
it is.
term. We are given that the fourth term. So we denote fourth term
Oh,
by
sorry.
A4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Similarly, we are given eighth term. So I write 8 here. So eighth term means A8 is A1
Yeah. I got it.
minus 1 times D. So A8 is 19. A1 equals to plus 7D. So this is our second equation. So if I solve equation 1 and 2 for A1 and D, I can get 7 minus 3D equals to 19 minus 7D. So it will become minus 3D plus 7D, 19 minus 7. So it is 4D, 19 minus 7 is 12. So D is 3. You can substitute D equals to 3 into any equation. Let's say I substitute it in equation number 2. So it will become 19 A1 plus 7 times D, which is 21. So 19 minus 21 equals to A1. So A1 is minus 2. So I have A1 minus 2. I have common difference equals to 3. We need to find the sum of 31 terms. So S31 will be 31 by 2. 2A1 is minus 2 plus 31 minus 1 times 3. So it is 15.5 minus 4 plus 60 times 3, 120. So 15 times 5 116. So you can solve it and you can get the sum of 31 terms. Is that clear?
Yeah.
1,233.
1233. Okay, any other question?
Let's see.
Question, can we do simplex method? Question number 30.
Simplex method question number. First, let me finish this. If you have any question from these two assignments, then we can go to that one. Any other question from these two assignments? Otherwise, we can jump back to simplex method.
Yeah, let's do.
The only question I have for sequence is number 11, but you already explained it, so I'm good personally.
Okay, so I can jump to then simplex method question number 30. 30 of which exercise? Can you tell me, please?
Yeah. Section 6.3.
Section 6.3. Question number 30. This one? Anis? Huh? Question number 30, section 6.3. Are you there? Are you talking about? Anis, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question number 30, that one.
Okay. I'm sure you did this and maybe there is some calculation mistake. That is why you are asking me. If you can show me your calculation, I can figure out your mistake. Huh? Or I can go through from this.